Hey Linna, so what's happening in Wan Chai?
When I first came to Hong Kong a few years ago, music was everywhere, from people street busking to people singing live and dancing at the pier and night market. I would say that music makes up a very vibrant energy in Hong Kong. Although the pandemic has affected the live music scene in recent years, there are still a lot of people passionate about it. Today, let's talk about some people keeping the rhythm alive.
The district is full of entertainment, and live music has defined Wan Chai through the years. A hotspot for tourists and locals alike, these establishments play a crucial role for the music culture in Hong Kong. How? Let's check in with Linna.
So John, tell me about yourself.
Well, came to Hong Kong from Houston, Texas. I originally was working for an electronics firm called Smith & Associates. I was their managing director for all of Asia for many years.
Oh, okay.
But I've also been involved in music from the time I was 13, so...
At a very young age.
Yeah, I took my dad's car keys and drove to my first audition, didn't tell the truth about my age, and got the gig, so...
Wow.
And my father was a musician as well, so...
Oh, sounds like you're really passionate about music.
Yeah.
And I see that this is a musical venue of sorts as well?
That's correct. The original venue was opened back in October 20th, 1987. We took over in 2010, my partners and I. And we were at the point where we were running 70 different acts through the venue every month.
Every month. Wow, that's
So-
like 2 acts a night.
Yeah, plus different happy hour acoustic performers as well. So
Okay.
we're all about the music and about the live music scene.
Right.
And showing the people of Hong Kong that there's a lot of talented musicians here. And so our music varies everything from blues, rock, heavy metal, original covers, acoustic, folk.
That's quite
You
the
name it.
variety.
We've had quite a few different international artists come through over the years. We've had everybody from Combat 77 from Germany to Mutant Monster from Japan. And we've had a lot of other international artists as well from Australia, Canada. And it's nice because it gives the music lovers here a little bit of a different variety.
Right.
And it gives them a chance to hear music from outside of Hong Kong.
People who perform here, do they have to be like very well known to come perform? Like, do they have to be attached to labels, or independent people can come too?
Oh, anybody. I mean, we book all bands. I mean, you don't have to have a label. You don't have to be a super well-known artist. We have Monday night jam nights where everybody's welcome to come up and do a 20-minute performance. Or
Everybody gets a chance.
That's it. We've always kind of played by the rule is there are no rules. You never know how talented somebody is until they're able to be seen. There's lots of very talented people in this city, and we want to have a venue that gives them the chance to show their talents.
You've seen a lot of musical acts come by, so you must have some really interesting stories.
We had a band from Japan, from Osaka, come through, and it was after the tsunami in Japan. And they had written this song to say thank you to the world for the care, the contributions, and everything. And the guys in the band spoke about that much English and no Cantonese, but they got their message across. And they started the song, and it was a very slow song. And the next thing you knew, the band members sat down on the stage. Everybody started sitting on the floor in the venue and taking their cell phones, their cigarette lighters, what have you. And it was just really touching. And the guys in the band were really touched. I mean, you could hear the lead vocalist's voice like crack a couple times from emotion. And it was just one of those moments, and it was incredible. And after their set, nobody left, wanted to buy them drinks all night. It was very memorable. The language sometimes,
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter,
Yeah,
because the message still conveys through the music.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why I'm so looking forward to when live performances can come back to Hong Kong. I really feel you're gonna see the entire emotions and the heart of Hong Kong just raise up, because everybody is just so looking forward to being able to go to a play, to go to see the orchestra, to to go to their favorite venue and see a live band.
What do you hope to see in the music scene when everything is back? Just the vibrancy and energy back, everyone happy again?
Yeah, exactly. And I really feel you're going to see that, because every time it gets close to when they talk about the latest restrictions, you start hearing it on the street from people, and you think music's going to come back this week. And even that builds up a bit of excitement within the music community.
Hi Joe, so can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I'm a big music lover, and I'm obsessed with live music. I myself play in a band as well, with several bands. So for me, coming here, I'm a regular customer, and also I'm a performer as well. So I like the place a lot.
Why do you like to come to this music venue versus other music venues all over Hong Kong?
Well, I like the place because of its atmosphere. You can walk comfortably and relax into the place. It's very friendly, unpretentious. The staff and the people, all good. So you walk into the place and you can relax yourself. And it's a great way to spend an evening. And also for the local bands, from their perspective, the place provides a very important platform for them to express themselves, to play a bit of the music and to reach out to the audiences. So I think for the bands this is important. I myself, with my several bands, we have played here consistently for more than 10 years. You know?
Oh, okay.
I would imagine most of the local bands here would, you know, at some stage during their musical journeys, they would have performed here more or less.
Okay. And why do you specifically like performing here?
Well, first of all, the people are music lovers. You know, they will appreciate your music, whichever you want to bring to them. The vibes as well, you know, the atmosphere, very engaging. And I mean, both as a performer and as an audience, it's like an interactive experience. Because for live music, it carries a lot of energy in it, and directness as well. So for the audience, it's just fantastic experience. When I'm watching the show of the person in charge here, John, he also has several bands. One of his bands is the most popular. It's called Don't Panic, and they are really a very high-quality rock group. And on the stage, he's a star. And the people like him, and he's also the main person responsible for running the place. He's got wide musical taste, and he brings in a good variety of different styles of music as well. So there are no limits or boundaries as to the styles or nationalities of the bands over here. But the man put his heart into it. And one important thing is how he treated the musicians. He treated them nicely with a lot of respect, just as the musicians respect him.
Yeah.
And I think this is a key factor of why he's been so successful in maintaining a long-standing relationship with
the
all
whole
the bands.
musician community, right?
Yeah, so overall, I think the people here, the bands, and the community, they all appreciate what John has done for the music scene in Hong Kong. He's very dedicated and passionate.
It's the human touch.
Yes.
So I also have to ask, you've been a patron here for over 10 years. You've also performed. What are some memorable stories you can share with us?
For me, as a performer, well, the most memorable part maybe when my band performed the Beatles songs, Hey Jude, and also the other time we were performing the song from the Abbey Road album. It's called Golden Slumbers. And people were singing along. And that sort of experience is just magical for me.